Have you ever wondered what would happen if one of the richest men in the world suddenly became invisible, just another face in the crowd? What if the man behind Tesla, SpaceX, and countless groundbreaking innovations walked among us, not as a billionaire, but as a nobody? Elon Musk had that very thought one evening sitting alone in his office. What if people didn't recognize him? How would they treat someone who seemed to have nothing? That single question turned into an experiment, one that would expose the raw truth about human nature. With meticulous planning, he transformed himself. Gone was the billionaire entrepreneur. In his place stood a man who looked like he had hit rock bottom. Second-hand clothes, scuffed-up sneakers, and a weary face that told a story of hardship. Even the most devoted Tesla fan wouldn't give him a second glance. His destination? An upscale high-end restaurant known for catering to the elite. But tonight it would serve as his testing ground. Would kindness prevail, or would judgment and arrogance take center stage? As he stepped into the lavish dining hall, the reactions were immediate. Conversations paused. Eyes darted in his direction. The hostess, perfectly poised, hesitated before approaching. "Can I help you?" she asked, her voice polite but tight. Elon, now just another nameless man, responded calmly, "I'd like a table for one." A glance toward her manager. A flicker of unease. The room had empty tables, yet her answer came swiftly. "We're fully booked tonight." He knew that wasn't true, but he said nothing. Instead, he let the silence stretch, watching the subtle discomfort in her expression. Then, from across the room, a voice broke through the tension. "I can seat him," a young server named Sophia called out, stepping forward before the hostess could dismiss him entirely. All eyes turned to her. Whispers started. A manager frowned. But Sophia didn't waver. She led him to a small table near the kitchen doors. Not the best seat, but a seat nonetheless. "Thank you," Elon said, sincerity in his voice. As the night unfolded, the weight of judgment in the room was unmistakable. Patrons stole glances. Some whispered behind napkins. Others spoke loud enough for him to hear. "What's he even doing here?" One man scoffed. "This will scare off the regulars," another muttered to a server. The staff, too, revealed their true colors. One waiter, his tone bordering on irritation, approached Elon's table. "Are you planning to order anything else?" "No, thank you," Elon replied. As the waiter walked away, he muttered under his breath, "Waste of space." Elon took it all in, his mind racing. It wasn't just about how people treated him. It was about the unspoken rules of society. The silent judgments, the assumptions made without a second thought. But then there was Sophia. She moved between tables with ease, treating every guest with respect. Even when an older woman sneered, "Why are you wasting time on him?" Gesturing subtly toward Elon, Sophia remained unfazed. "I believe everyone deserves respect, ma'am," she responded firmly. Elon watched, impressed. She didn't just do her job, she showed kindness when it mattered most. Then as the night neared its end, Elon stood. The restaurant fell silent. Something about his posture, his presence, demanded attention. The manager approached, clearly eager to escort him out. "Sir, if you're finished, I'll have to ask you to leave." But Elon raised a hand. Calm, confident. "I'll leave soon," he said. "But first, I need to say something." He reached up and removed his wig. Gasps echoed through the restaurant. Eyes widened in shock. The scruffy man they had dismissed just moments ago was none other than Elon Musk. Recognition rippled through the room. The murmurs began. He let the weight of the revelation settle before he spoke. "Yes, it's me," he said, his voice steady. "And tonight I came here not as the man you know, but as someone you wouldn't give a second glance to. I wanted to see how people treat those they believe to be beneath them." A heavy silence hung in the air. "I saw disdain. I heard whispers. I witnessed judgment, all because of appearances. But one person, just one person in this entire room, treated me with kindness." His eyes found Sophia. "Sophia," he said, gesturing for her to step forward. "You didn't know who I was, yet you treated me with dignity. That's the kind of character that matters." Sophia, wide-eyed and overwhelmed, hesitated before stepping forward. "I was just doing my job," she said softly. Elon shook his head. "No," he replied. "You did more than that. You showed empathy when it would have been easier to look the other way." He reached into his pocket and pulled out an envelope, handing it to her. "This is for you." Sophia's hands trembled as she opened it. Inside was a handwritten note and a check. She read the note aloud, her voice barely steady. "Sophia, thank you for your kindness. Use this to follow your dreams. Culinary school, your own restaurant, whatever you choose. The world needs more people like you." Her voice cracked. Tears spilled down her cheeks as the check slipped from her hands. $50,000. The room erupted into murmurs, shock, awe, even guilt. People who had scoffed at Elon just minutes ago now stared at Sophia with admiration. Elon turned to the manager. "And for this restaurant," he said, his tone firm, "consider this a reminder. Treat every guest with respect, not just the ones who look like they belong." The manager swallowed hard, nodding, but saying nothing. Elon turned back to Sophia. "Never lose that spark of kindness," he told her. "It's rare and it's powerful." With that, he walked out. The door closed softly behind him, leaving a room full of people rethinking their actions. The impact of that night didn't fade. News of Elon's experiment spread like wildfire. Headlines exploded. Elon Musk tests humanity at upscale restaurant. Billionaire rewards kindness in an unforgettable experiment. The restaurant? Forced to reevaluate its values. Sophia? Her life changed forever. She pursued culinary school. She used her unexpected platform to advocate for kindness in the service industry. And the world? For a brief moment it paused to reflect, because the truth was undeniable. Kindness isn't just about grand gestures. It's in the everyday choices we make. And the way we treat others, that reveals who we truly are.